What's the deal, chat? What's the deal, everybody? What up, Zoom? How are the mods doing? See you guys. See everyone in the Zoom. Jay, Tassim. See you guys. All right, filling up, filling up, filling up. Everybody, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, the 4-hour flipped. Oh, the 2-hour flipped. Oh, the 1 hour no top wick. So, which is something I was also looking for. Maybe a top wick on the hourly before we come down, but that might be it for the 4-hour here. This is interesting. Because the previous hourly has closed bullish here, so this might just be a bottom wick to flip. You don't know. Oof, that's a tough 4-hour. All right, let's get into a breakdown if we can, shall we? Daily closed with a massive wick fill. Four hours flipped here bearish. I'm expecting to fill the range down. Let's see if we get some kind of indication on the smaller time frame that we're closing below the 5-minute level here. We look for another top wick. I expect this hourly to flip bullish still. So it's a nice strong support area here on the 5. Bounced off there many times across the board. All right, so a couple of areas I'm looking for. Looking at one. Wow, work ruler. You know what? A few then. 22, 20. Roughly 13 pips here. Okay. So we've made a low here. Right. Made a low. Made a high. We have our range. Okay. Where can we look for rejections in this range? Somewhere over here. Now, that's our hourly, that's our 30. The 30 level here. Yeah. All right, we're going to look for support to hold at our 1817, maybe a bottom wick to 1815.9, 1816 flat that we can look for positions. But if we're expecting to come down there, maybe we can get some sells to there. 22, that's around 50 pips away, right? So if we can drive down 50 pips before we do that, we need a closure here and a top wick. I know we have a higher time frame driving down here. The 4 hours flipped here. Sort of strong push here. Might fill the range. I'd want this hourly to create a top wick, or maybe the next hourly to create a top wick for it. This is also the end of the 4 hour, right? It's the last hour. We spent the first 3 hours, or the first few hours of this 4 hour making the top wick. This is interesting. This is the only 4 hour of the day that has 3 hours in it. Right, this is the only 4 hour candle of the day that has 3 hours in it, because the first hour is swap hour, right? The market's closed. Talking about here on Oanda. It's broke all the lows, but it's if we take a sell here, we'd be selling into all these wicks, and these wicks have some rejections here on the 15, on the 30, on the 5. These are strong areas, so even though I expect us to drive through this, I expect us to drive through this with some kind of rejection first. All right. Now, what I'm looking for is a closure below this area. If we can close below there, then I'd be fairly interested in filling the range down before taking the buys. Let's see how this works here. If we can come up, make a top wick on this hourly, and then re-break the lows, we'll take the re-break of the lows on the hourly here. Right, because if this hourly flips bullish here and doesn't drive up and re-breaks its own low, it's going to come down into this range. To fill the wick, it'll be a 25 pip advantage point. Right. This candle's able to come down close below here. We're looking for a top wick around this area. Around this area. Because this is what brought us down last time, right? You guys see that? You got that closure below here. Ideally, we come up, make a top wick here at this area, and then drive down. But a lot's gonna depend here on this current candle and where it closes. All right, so the 15 just closed here. It's interesting. It closed here, but it's still, we've got to come down here at least 1821 too. Let's see, 30, the hourly. Shit, we the only ones here? Only the mods here? That's funny. What up, everybody? What up, chat? Sorry, I've been neglecting you. But what's going on? Yo, 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 yo. Only got $50 in my account. Yo, yo, yo. What up? What's on? Oh. Lloyd's out there stuck in the cold. Was that the bottom wick for the hourly, or is this the top wick for the 15? 30 flips here too. Oh, look at all these rejections. All these rejections. It would be interesting if the 4-hour closes bullish here. Because then we can look for bottom wicks to roughly 1820, 640. Yeah, plus 11s from last night. Hold on, I'll get rid of that. All right, all right. Yeah, I'm kind of obligated to wait here. At the moment, yeah, we're getting some rejections to flip bullish. 30 split bullish, the hourly split bullish have to grab liquidity here. But it's kind of tough buying into all these wicks here, right? Unless we're able to get a bullish closure and get a bottom wick coming down here off the rip on the next candle. Because that will fall in line. You'd have the 30 bullish, the 1 hour flip bullish, then you're going to have a bottom wick for the 4 hour to continue up. Look at this daily. Right? This wick almost needs to get filled. It's dying to get filled. And it should happen, but where is it going to happen? Because it's getting late for this 4 hour, right? Maybe on the next 4 hour. I would expect the top wick to maybe 26 here before we come down. No man's land at the moment. How I got the ranges, gold is looking messy. Okay, sure. So our daily high here, previous daily high, falls in line with our 1 hour level, right? It's the 1 hour resistance. The daily low here, also the previous daily low, also falls in line with the 1 hour and the 5-minute support. And this little area is where we have an advantage with every time frame. If we close bearish below 1821.2, we have an advantage point all the way down to 1817, maybe 1815, because once it gets down there, that means the 4 hour and the daily, everything is bearish, filling the previous daily wick. Will fill this range down before we make any kind of decision. But right now we're rejecting it, right? So if we close bullish here on the 4 hour, I was looking to take the next 4 hour buys if this hourly doesn't drive right now, but it might. I want another bottom wick. Those are really nice. The advantage point here is kind of gone on the hourly. Tap this area. It's like, why is it driving up right now, right? We haven't hit any major support yet. It's highly questionable, this drive up right now. We're back in range, but we really have not tapped the major support yet. The major areas are 21.2 and 1817, 1818. Even right here at 1819 maybe, but a minute on the 5, 5 or more on this 15, 5 more on this 30. Yo, Wix, give us a hint. Which car is it? It goes rum rum. I'm in my mom's car. Is that the top wick on the 15 to flip here? The 4 hours reflip bearish. I'm gonna take a sell. Wait, hold on. I want to measure this. I want to take a sell to the bottom of this range here on the flip of the 15, but there's only 3 minutes. You know, I'm gonna wait for these 3 minutes to play out here. Right, because the 15 flips, it's gonna fill the range, and the 4 hour has flipped bearish. But there's only 3 minutes left here till this 15, so the first 12 minutes of it played out. I don't know if it's gonna flip and drive or it's gonna be the next 15. And if it's the next 15, maybe we get a better entry. Still come down here in the next 2 minutes, but I want to see if we get better entry here. Less than 2 minutes, chat. Wix, is your roof fixed yet? Ooh, good question. Good question. This time next week, I'll be in my place. It's already, I might, I should be moving in there on Friday. Headphones, these are Astro A50s, and I had them for 2 years. I'll finally be moving in on Friday, gang. They were working on the roof all day today. How many roofs getting replaced? Yes. Wix raised the roof. Roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let that mother burn. Yo, focus. What's the deal? Beard's getting husky, catching up to me. Yeah, I kind of let it go. I've been like not caring. Housewarming invite. I'll bring the oxtail. I love oxtail. Everybody love oxtail. Broker reveal coming 2024. All right, 30 closed here. 30 closed bearish. 30 closed right at support. Huh. $15 also closed bull. One hour is going to try to flip bullish again. Let's see. Maybe the 30 will flip and fill the range down. Because the next 4 hour will have to come down and grab bottom wick if it's to go up, right? So we'll be at an advantage. Let's see if we can get some good entries. Get it how you live. Yeah. Really stop caring. Any advice on growing a $50 account? Yeah. Don't look to grow the account. You guys need to stop looking at money. Stop looking at pips. Stop trying to grow your account. Try to get this shit down first. Try to get comfortable with losing money. Get comfortable with how much you can lose. Get comfortable with taking positions and not feeling any emotion. And you know what that means? That means drop down your risks as small as possible and learn the craft. Once you start picking things up, you can start, testing your risk tolerance. Until then, you don't have any risk tolerance. You don't have anything. You have a $50 account. You're at the bottom of the food chain. The key, you know why this is very good for your ego? Because trading will make you admit you're at the bottom of the food chain. And until you can come to terms with that, you will not be profitable. For a double high grade, G, less up. Yes, sir. Dave Boogie's Beats. Thank you very much for the $9.99. Less up. Oh, yes, sir. You will be learning from, yeah, don't look to get rich off $50. Think of $50 as your tuition for school, not as your big entry into the big leagues, right? I don't look at balance. I don't look at anything monetary related in a trade at all. Only look at the charts and when I open and close the trade. Afterwards, we can discuss like, oh, how much was it? How much? I can ballpark it, right? And eye it, but it's irrelevant. What should be relevant are the levels you're tapping on the charts. That's what you should go off, not off where the trade is monetary wise. Unless you're about to hit a milli and you just need $7 more. Then you can look at the money. But 99% of this chat, that's not where you are. So let's talk for the majority. Wow, look at that hourly flipski. I just need the 4-hour bottom wick on the next 4 hour and 20 minutes here. And we Gucci. Looks, bro, mate showed me his account. He apparently has $20,000 account, and every month he makes around 1,800. And he's like, he doesn't want to scale up or get rich. He's happy with a side income. Damon, your mate's lying to you. Yeah, I could make more, but I don't want to. Let other. Get the fuck out of here! No, your boy's lying to you. That's just where he's at in his journey. As soon as he could do more, he'll do more and be like, yeah. Then next time you talk to him, he's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I thought about it. I had to level up. People always find an excuse that supports their current position, right? Because your position could change, right? They never say like, oh, I can't change my thinking. It's just my current position is this. And then you walk around for years thinking that's their position. Meanwhile, they've changed their mind 300 times since. He probably doesn't even believe that anymore since you last spoke to him. Yeah, and 3K lost overall on trading, starting to get a point where I'm not really trying to make money, but instead not losing some bullshit. Yeah, I remember going through that. Yo, W focus with 100. You don't gotta do that shit, bro. Next time I see you, I'm gonna have to fucking put 300 in your pocket. That's a W. First super on my stream. Appreciate you, brother. But you ain't gotta do that shit. Chat, you don't gotta donate. Word. W focus. I think he just bought. I think you guys know who that is, right? I've told you guys the story about who that is. Yo, hold on. Yo, while Don Juan's not here, you should be a mod here. I don't know why you're not a mod. You should have been a mod. You're a mod too. W focus. Alright, nobody say shit to Don Juan. What's up, beautiful? Alright, let me get a hug and a kiss, and then you can go. No, I don't want to kiss Minnie. I want you. Give me a hug and a kiss. I love you. Love you.
I love you too.
Alright, go. Wait, close the door to the library. Hold on. Don't forget Minnie. She loves Minnie. Hey, mama, I made it. Focus. He's that dude for me. You guys all have one. You guys all have a focus in your life. You all had that boy that at some point in your life, when you didn't know what the fuck was going on, he came up to you and he was like, yo, you ever heard of Forex? Right? That's focus. You all have a focus. That's the guy, yeah. Everybody thank him. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you, bro. I'm here because of focus. W. Yeah, he shows up from time to time here, or maybe all the time. Yeah, who introduced me to Forex? So technically, yeah, you're all here because of him. You're all in this stream because he started the mechanism. Wow, so the 4 hour really gonna close bullish. I can't take positions here. We're gonna need the next 4 hour to break the lows before we drive up. I'm honestly looking for an entry at around 1819 to 1817 area for buys here. And if the next 4 hours is gonna create a top bottom wick here before we drive up, right? Because once this closes, we're establishing a support. All we need is to break the lows to grab liquidity that the previous 4 hour has not grabbed. And look where we tend to reject from, right? Besides here, there's nice bottom wick here before we reject it. So roughly in this area, we'd want to grab orders. And maybe we could have we could have pineapples here at this area. Sorry, gang, wrong vegetable. But ideally, if that's what happens and we get that bottom wick, right? This is the drive, and if we can have this entry, we have a really good advantage point in case we are wrong and the market decides to go against us and come down. the market's going to need to grab liquidity to come down, right? So it's going to need to make top wicks, right? Or it's going to need to make top wicks even if it closes here, right, before it comes down. So we'll have a chance to get out, but that's why I want the most optimal buys at that area, and those buys will show up in the form of 5-minute candles printing either below this area and coming back up, or wicking down into this area and respecting it. So on the next 4-hour, we'd want to see, you know, want to come down here. And respect this area. Back in range. Right, if we can get these bottom wicks to start coming up, we're going to look for entry. Here. But we really want to come down to 21.2 here, hold it, create a support, and after we close bullish at that support, we want to look for bottom wicks to come up here, because this gives us a really high advantage point for any buys. And like I said, if we're wrong, we have a good entry to mitigate risk and close out on the next candle top wick. How did you? We told the story many times. I've told the story plenty of times over the last 3 years. Many times. Downstream, my stream. He was like, yo, you heard of Forex? I was like, nah, we're at medium. He was like, oh, cool. Nah, he's like, check this out. By the way, I quit. I think that's how it was. Yeah, he quit, and then he told me he's doing this Forex thing, right? Is that how it was, or did you tell me? No, I think you told me about the Forex thing, and then you were like, I quit. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, he quit work. He was like, I got this Forex thing. I quit. He was working at my place. So he was profitable back then? No, he was also like learn. This was, I'm talking like 5 years ago, right? This was 2018. We're talking about. No, he wasn't profitable then. He's profitable now, but he definitely, yeah, 5, 6 years ago. No, it was August of 2018. I remember that. 'What's the downside of trading within the support resistance? I just explained. We're fine trading within the support and resistance as long as we can identify the fake out, which will typically show up on the smaller time frame when the higher time frame holds support. "12 minutes here for this 4-hour close. If you guys see, we've gone nowhere. We flipped up and down, but like we really haven't driven. I'll ever trade or have life stories told. Word. Yeah, he trades differently than us, gang. There's nothing wrong with trading differently. Everybody's job here is to eat, right? Your only job is to get out of poverty and provide for yourself and your family and your future and your time. Sounds like a lot of jobs, but it's your only job. Oh, we're gonna flip the tape. We're gonna flip the tape. Tape be flipped. How's it hanging on this lovely evening? It's hanging low. Very low. Daly's making a steeper top wick. This will be interesting. Got 8 minutes for the 4-hour close. The hourly should close bullish if we hold like this. We're gonna look for a bottom wick on the next hourly. Come up. Goat on a different boat. The goat on a different boat. Damn, where are these candles at? Yo, ran out of candles? It's crazy. This new journal crazy. Just spent 10 minutes doing my first entry, and now I gotta do the damn pie. That's right. I only got 2 hours on this stream, man. I can't. I can't spend 35% of the stream filling out the journal. Damn. It's crazy, y'all. I'm gonna need an employee for that. Uh-oh. Hourly's flip bullish. 4 hour about to. Oh, hourly's flip bearish. 4 hours about to flip bearish too. 5 minutes here. 5 minutes for this 4 hour. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no, any kind of journaling is great. Yeah, if you have the whatever it takes to fill that journal out and keep it consistent, then yeah, it should definitely benefit you in the long run. Absolutely. I'm gonna start fucking a war right now in my chat. Oh. Hang out, chat, chill, drop a like if you're enjoying the stream. Sub to the channel if you're new here. Turn on your notifications. This way you know when we're on. And keep showing up. If you really want to be in tune with what we do. If you don't want just like, oh here, take a trade, not take a trade. If you really want to be able to do this on your own and process information on the charts the way it should be processed, then keep showing up. You gotta put the time in. Look at this. We might fill the 4 hour low here with 2 minutes left. Fucking incredible. He said Pokemons. Faded in a hoe. Is that comms burner? Oh. Yeah, this 1 hour, this 30, this 15. Shit makes no sense to me here right now. Being honest, chat. Those 4-hour closes, we can't really read price here. $30 seconds, 4-hour close. These 30s just printing side by side. 15 side by side. Ten seconds, chat. 10 seconds. Wow. We got a doji hourly candle. A 4-hour close bullish, but weak bullish. What the fuck was that? You guys see that? What the fuck was that? Flip on the hourly. Wow, that moved off quick. I want to break of the lows, chat, before we drive up. If we do drive up. Top of the range. What do we see? I don't have confirmations for positions here, chat. We need to to get out of these wicks, outside of these wicks. Sideways fuck, keeping my heart pounding. Yeah, I mean, like as much as I want to be in a position, there's like we don't have anything set up yet. Maybe the higher time frames can provide that opportunity. But this ain't it at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you won, right? 1825. Won. That's a W. Make sure you can rinse and repeat, right? The goal is to be able to emulate your wins day in and day out. If it's a win that you can't emulate, you might as well just forget it and think about what you can do day in and day out repetitively. And something that wouldn't be a crutch for you, right? Wouldn't be a drag coming in here and repeating it day in and day out. The weekly still doesn't have a top wick. It's Tuesday. Can we spend the rest of the week driving up here? Done that before. But the daily still has a bottom wick to fill, right? So I think if we can re-break the daily highs here, we can look for sells to come down, re-break the daily lows, and grab more liquidity. Remember, chat, I mean, we're in a range and the market needs orders to drive. It needs a catalyst, right? It needs to either grab orders, it needs to have a news event. Something's got to drive it. The market needs to open or close. Someone's going to push, right? There has to be volume that comes into the market. The only way we see volume is when we start breaking outside the ranges, right? That's our indication of volume. Otherwise, you know, we wouldn't break outside the range. It's just one can't do without the other, right? You broke outside the range, that's an indication of volume, just logically. Now, are you going to continue driving when you're outside the range or go back into the range to fill it? We don't know. But the mere fact that you close outside a range is an indication of volume. So we need to really exit the range that we're stuck in right now to get an indication of volume, right? Once we exit it and we get an indication of volume, we can start making a decision on whether we're expecting the candle to come back into range or continue driving. But we can't make that decision when we haven't even been asked to make that decision yet, right? The actual question for you to make a decision shows up once you've reached outside the range. Right now, all the impulses you're seeing by seeing these candles drive up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, all that you're doing is just, honestly, you're looking for a position and you're trying to talk yourself into a position in no man's land, right? Where a position is not to be had. And yeah, you might win it, and next time, well, if you lose, it's gonna feel like shit because it's gonna teach you a lesson. But if you win, there's no good lesson behind that because you're not taking a high quality position. You haven't grabbed, liquidity, orders, volume, no indication of anything, just range, rejections, and there's no news. There's not a catalyst in sight to drive us. I mean, a lot of times if we're left to our own vices, we'll screw it up. But there's a whole army of us in here, right? There's a massive kind of like support system you guys have here on the stream, so just be patient. Like searching for an oasis in the desert? Yeah, but an oasis in the desert, you can consider yourself lucky. Over here, I'm just confident enough to know the next position is coming. So I'm not going to take a position and settle for one knowing that a good one is coming, right? Whether it's going to happen tonight in a few hours or it's going to happen in the morning time, which it might, right? We have NFP tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. NFP, and then wait, no, that was today. I'm sorry. Yeah, NFP, and then we have ISM services, manufacturing, PMI at 10 a.m. So well, a lot of news, a lot of catalysts to drive, which might be a reason why we're ranging right now, right? We might be setting up for news. Market might be waiting for a news event, and that's not to say that it can't come up or come down here. It can, but typically when you wait for a news event, the market tends to trickle down to your range or trickle up to your range, right? And your job here is not to catch the trickle down or trickle up. Your job is to predict with high degree of probability the high volume candle. So if we just spoke about volume, right, and how volume is created or how we can recognize volume, right? What are you doing taking a trade in here without any volume being created, understanding that your job here is to recognize the high volume candle because that's the drive you want to be in. You only want to be exposed to the market for that little amount of time where the candle drives. The less time you spend in the market, the less risk exposure you have. Less trades you take, less risk exposure you have. Less time, less days you spend on the charts here, less risk exposure you have, right? So forget your impulses here in the markets wicking up and down. Forget your ego that's telling you, no, I must win tonight, right now, I must take a trade. No, wait for the volume and use logic, right? Logic and focus. Hold on, chat. Do you think 1815 was the bottom for this drop? No, but I think it's a high quality area to take buys if you have an indication that the market has held support. We want the motion playing out here, right? You see it here. Again, you held, you've created a support here, right? On the higher time frame, then you had 30 broke down here, came down. Great. Grab liquidity, came back up over this support that it closed. Look, you have a closure here. You have another bullish candle respecting this low. And then you have a candle coming down, tapping this area, right, where you've grabbed liquidity before, which is your entry. Now that you've tapped this area, realizing that you had closures back up above range. So now, once you have this entry here, right, for buys, if you're wrong, you'll have a really high chance to get out on the next candle. But chances of you being wrong after you close above this, I'm looking for buys here, are maybe 20, 15%. So if you're playing your probability, I mean, your trade is all the way up to the top of the range. If you don't get to the top of the range here, right? You go probably break even at your advantage point, or close partials or close full, and then toss money. In this case, you probably would have hit BE, or might have closed here at the top. But overall, that's what you should be looking for. Clear indications, not the market whipsawing up and down with all these wicks in the middle of all these wicks. We need to get out of those wicks. It's going to be slow. Well, we don't know. Like, market could come in at any moment, right? We've been ranging, but typically when we range this hard, we'll break out to grab liquidity and drive the other way. So let's see what happens here. Right now, kind of established this range right here. Here, we're in a range. See if we can get some closures outside and above this area, or some closures outside and below this area, because once that happens, then we can start looking for positions. Let's break out of these. Let's break out of this area. Jerome called the banks, we looking Gucci? Yeah, but there was a time where we were looking Gucci on the last 4 hour, right? On the last hourly candle when the shit was looking like this. Right? There was a time. And it came right back down and closed doji. Lloyd put the kids to bed. You knocked them out. Would you give them some melatonin? Or the people's elbow? They usually don't sleep till like 10. Strangled the motherfucker. When a price breaks out of consolidation, it indicates volume, right? Yeah, because if there was no volume, it wouldn't be able to break out. No, typically if we range for a long time, I'll look for us to drive back into range. Whether it's to grab liquidity or fill it and fake out. And back down. Chat, give me a second. I'm gonna check on my kids. Yo, my girl's cooking some wild shit. Like, my wife is cooking some delicious ass food. The whole house smells delicious. I can't even sit here and like I don't believe he come get me. Yo, she cooked up some good food. I'm gonna be up for the next 4 hours just munching away. Try and teach my wife. Nah. You know why? Because when they get together, it's a whole new superpower that they attain. Like when women are together and they bond, nah, some shit might go wrong. You can't put them together. Cause like you think she can't cook, but like I promise you, you put them together and they'll find a million faults that you have. Like she's not thinking about them right now, but then she'll see my girl and she'll be like, oh, so how's he? What does he do, honey? Like, oh my God, he never does that. Oh my God, he never does that either. Oh my God, I'm gonna say, you know what? You should say something, girl. For real, say something. Next time you see him, don't even say something. Just walk out. Matter of fact, next time, cause an argument, walk out, and let him spend the night alone. And then you'll be over there like, fuck happened? I just sent you to get some cooking classes. Nah. Women give each other the worst advice. That's true. You know why? And then my girl be like, nah, because she told me it's okay. I'd be like, she don't give a damn. I'd be like, think about what you say when people ask you for advice, right? You just brush them off. You just, for the most part, you like, Yeah, that's cool. Like, nah, you can't wear this shit outside. It's not cool. Now, if my girl said it's cool, well, fuck her then. It's like women make the best decisions on a clear head in their own head with a little bit of husband advice. Shit, it's our song. But my mama the best advisor? Yeah, but your mama ain't sitting there taking advice from another woman to tell you, right? She just made it on her own in a clear head. And like moms of ratchet kids really have the best advice. Just their kids don't listen. What we smoking on tonight? Smoking on this dummy. This Kika Kiwi. Go call your mother and tell her you love her. Facts, right? That's something we don't do every day, but we never really know. It goes for everybody, not just your mama, right? We never really know how much time we have left with that person, but your mama especially. I'm at a stage right now where, like, my parents are getting older. I sit there and I contemplate, like I really want to know a lot of shit from them, like about our family that I've never asked, never cared to ask. But as life happens, as life goes on, you realize, damn, like I'm gonna have so many questions if I never ask them right now that I'm never gonna get answers to, right? So don't miss the opportunity. Take it. Take the opportunity to ask questions, discuss, talk about their feelings, their beliefs, because I promise you, you never did that when you were a kid, when you were a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, right? You never gave a fuck what your parents, like, what they believe, their religious, their, like, their spiritual beliefs, like what they think about life, or their advice for old age, their advice for growing up. Yeah. So while you got a chance, ask them all the questions you can. God gave you that chance, right? It's not on that higher power to make sure you know everything. It's on that higher power to put you in a position to make a choice, for you to have a chance. What we do with those cards is up to us. Just curious, most profitable traders I know just build their own paradise silently. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Most profitable traders don't really care to put it out there, or for you to judge them, or for you to make a judgment. They don't care for showing off. Believe me, the biggest, and really the most important, right? Confirmation, affirmation, I don't know what you want to call it, is going to come from within, right? It's your results. That's what's going to do the talking. That's what's going to satisfy you. Other people's opinions in the long run are not going to satisfy you. What people think about you trading, whether you're the GOAT, whether you're amazing at trade, or whatever it is. None of that is going to give you peace or purpose. Only your own work, and then looking back at the results of your own work will give you that ultimate satisfaction, that ultimate confidence, peace, that ultimate win in that ego battle. That's it. Whatever you say, show off, show in front of people, like none of this is going to satisfy you. I'm putting it out here, right? Because I truly enjoy educating. I truly enjoy passing. I always say this: you won't see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You can't take this knowledge with you. You're going to leave it all in this world. We're all going to leave the same way we came into it. So leave as much of an impact as you can. So I enjoy educating, and I enjoy streaming. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy communicating, right? And it's also fun. But you have to remember, we're not a team. This is a very individual activity, right? We're all solo here, right? Everyone's responsible for themselves. So don't get it twisted. Don't get confused. Yeah, while we are here together, it's a solo journey, right? Help yourself. Wix appreciates it. I didn't appreciate one. Yes. Thank you guys for coming through, always. Oh, Luke, my bad. Roswell. Thank you. Appreciate the 79 pounds cents. I don't know what they're called in here, but appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't even see it. You know how I know that you sent me some money right now, Luke? I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. But you know how I know you sent me some money? This little lady right here. She's like, look, someone just sent you money. Yeah, otherwise I didn't realize it. My bad. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone for coming through. Everyone that donated. Everyone that that gets involved. Everyone that's part of the conversation. Everyone that shows up day in and day out, trying to better themselves and outgrind poverty. Meet and greet, bro. I'm in Miami. We had one 2 months back. I mean, if I do one, I'll let you guys know if I do something in Miami, but I don't know. Are you Italian? I look Italian. I look like a bambino. No, I'm not a bambino. Where I'm Jamaican. Come on. Hey, Farzo. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. My daughter's reading chat, Farzo. See this? This is a family-friendly stream, alright? What is it? What's 10 times 10?
10 is 100.
Good job. Good job. You know what that means? You owe me 100 on the next test. Okay, good. Couple of years, child. No, she's been in here for like majority of my streams. Everything you guys heard me discuss, she sits in the background and hears it. I told you, it's not the school's job to teach your kids the, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I teach them that. They go to school to learn. Education. Education, alright?
Yes.
I don't think I wouldn't want them to learn trading, but if they want to learn at some point, or coming down here. All right, lock in chat. We're finally breaking out of here. We should fill the wick here on the daily. Let's wait maybe the next 5. Unless we start seeing our injections. Oh, why am I looking at the 1? Daily's flip, fill in the daily wick. I want a top wick here. I need closure below the range. 30 seconds for this 5 to close here. Okay. If we can come up, tap, I think 1822 here, 1822.8, I'll take sells. Ah, what the fuck is this? Get out of my page. Get off my page. Get off my page. Is it flipping here? Yeah, it might come down. Okay. Ooh. I want the flip of this candle to be our advantage point, and the flip here is too small. 6 pips, 7 pips. I want us to break the previous 5 high. That would have been ideal, but we already spent the first 3 minutes here holding on the 5. Right, the 1 hour broke the lows here. It grabbed orders. The previous 4 hour closed bullish. If this 4 hour flips bullish, yeah, we should come up. Let's see. 1 minute for the 15. 15 closed below the 15 range. The 5's closing back in range now, right? It broke out of the range. It's closing back in range here. If the next 5 can come down, break the lows, we'll take the flip up into the range to come up here. No, I'm not selling anything right now. My issue is, I don't know if this is the 15 flip down. We never closed below. We rejected here. Or is the 30 flip up, right? And if we get, like I said, if we get a 5 closure right now that in 2 minutes, above 1822.261, looking for a bottom wick here. On the next candle. I like it in 20 seconds here, chat. Want a bottom wick here. Do you always have a beard, or am I just smoking crack? I don't know what you're doing, but no. I, sometimes I have a beard, sometimes I don't. It depends. Sometimes I just let it go for a month or two, and I'll shave. Uh, 30 hasn't flipped yet. The hourly hasn't flipped yet. 8 minutes to go on this hourly. Five never came down to grab a bottom wick. You want focus to explain ICT, SMC, whatever it is, in one post? You're gonna need to write a book. Like number 20, 222. More fire, more fire. Yeah, fire, everybody. I won a trade the 4 hour, but this rejection, I mean, the 4 hour should have drove. If it re-breaks the lows, then you can take these positions. But with this rejection, the 30, right? The 30, no, 30 hasn't flipped bullish yet. The hourly might flip bullish. Ooh, the 4 hour bullish flip. Chat. 4 minutes on the hourly. I'm gonna have to. The reason I don't want to get in a position now is we have 4 minutes on this hourly, and I would expect the next hourly to make a bottom wick if we're to drive off. And I'd rather get in on the bottom wick on the next hourly in 4 minutes. But look, all we did was come back in range, the 5 minute close back in range, and we're starting to fill it. The issue is it formed a top wick before a bottom wick. Right. came up, and then it came down, and then it came up again. Three minutes. The hourly closes the way it is right now, exactly the way it is right now. I want a bottom wick on the next hourly. Did I buy? No. Hourly bear, 30 bear. 15 held here, but every time frame, the 4 hour is still bearish, right? The 2 hour, the 1 hour, everything that's closing right now, all the higher time frames are closing bearish. If we are to come up, I expect the bottom wick. So if we open up with a top wick, I'll look for sells. Does that make sense? Come down to the lows here, and then once we fill the wick down, we'll be break even, and then if it does decide to come up, it's house money at that point. If it doesn't, continues down, we'll have a runner. But I'm expecting a top wick here right now in 20 seconds. If the hourly can close below here, this is good, just a little more bearish. Let's see. I said I want a top wick first. I'm here for a few minutes chat. Really expecting a top wick before this drive down. This is what we want to catch, this drive down. Fifteen's breaking the previous 15 lows here. The new hourly no top wick. Let's see if we can come down here. We'll look to enter some buys. It's tough, right? It's the rebreak of the 4-hour low, so technically should have clean range to the next level. Our issue is no top wick on this hourly. And the respective support on the 30, and the 15 closed back in the 15 range. Is that the low? No. 30 flip. Hour, the 15 has come up. 5s, grab liquidity for the previous 5. Got here. Any trades taking wicks? No, no trade. The 30's flipped here, right? The hourly flipped. Back in range. Yeah, what's our advantage here to the wick? 12. I like that this hourly flip, but it's tough to take an hourly flip here into this massively bearish 4-hour that broke the previous 4-hour lows. Even though the previous 4-hour closed bullish, we broke the lows, never broke the highs. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out here for the next 10 minutes, see if we can set up the way I want. There's a lot of water. Fuck. Shit went right in my face. Not seeing what I want to see, Chad. I'm seeing 10 pip ranges, and I don't want to take 10 pips out of 10 pips. I'm not trying to take 100% of a range. Okay, here we go. Try to come down. Reflip again. Yeah. This isn't bad. What do we hold here? What's the level here? Ooh, we bounced. bounced off of here after coming down. Remember one of the first lessons taught here. You really want most of your time frames to line up. You want the 4 and the 1 and a 30. It's a great general rule of thumb. They're not lining up. The higher time frames are lining up bearish, but I'm not getting an entry for a bearish move. Smaller time frames lining up bullish, but then we're trading against the higher time frames here. So 15 respected here, made a bottom wick, but didn't drive. Still closed above, right? In a few minutes. It's R15 there, OG. We flipped, right? We made a low flip, broke the highs, got a top wick on the 30, top wick on the hourly, and never drove. So if we have to break the lows here and retest this area, I'm gonna take a sell right here. Just took a sell. I expect to touch areas lower than where we are right now. Hold on, let me put the sell on the screen. So I expect us, if we do flip bullish, wait, hold on, my entry is 3, 2, 1. 218. 218. Ah, stop it. I see the rejection. I see our hourly rejection, but I expect bottom wicks on the next few candles in order for us to drive up, right? If it doesn't happen, I'll look for us to come back and retest the lows from 32 or from 27 here, from 28. But until then, I think for the drive up, we're going to need to tap lower areas before going back up. And it's not 100%, right? It's just based on the hourly and the 4, I believe we need to tap areas that come down. At least, honestly, I'm looking to at least 19. 19. Five just closed bearish here. I'm looking to fill the wick, chat. Come on. Right, once we fill the wick, that's our advantage point, and then I'm looking to go break even. If it does end up coming up, I'm gonna look for pineapples at 27 area, 27 flat, and then 32. And we'll probably adjust these stops based on how the next 4 hour closes, or if we're still in it on the next 4 hour, right? Five closed bear, right? Why so big stop loss? Because I'm not planning to hit it. Stop loss is where it makes sense, right? And anything above here, you're in the wrong direction. You are no longer bearish. So that's why my stop loss is there. The fill of the wick here, chat. That's our advantage point, okay? Stop loss have no sense. I just explained because that's where you would be in the wrong direction according to the higher time frame. That's when my stop loss is there. Time frame we on right now, it's up here on the 30. You got a 30 close coming up here in 4 minutes, right? It's possible you see a top wick on the next 30. But I know you guys see this area across the board here, right? You see this support here and this support here, right? We go across the board. But I also see that this drive came down to here. And this drive came down to here. So that's the drive I'm expecting. But yeah, it's the risk management part is on you guys, right? That's all up to you on how you manage risk. It's getting late. Yeah, we're not gonna sit here till tomorrow waiting for this trade to play out. I think maybe in like 10 minutes I'll call it and manage it on if we don't play anything out. We could flip bullish here for all I know, right? But if it does flip bullish and this is where it decides to drive, I'll look for a bottom wick on the next candle. You also have to understand, chat, what we're looking for and the ranges we're looking to fill. So you have to make sure you plan your, your risk management accordingly and your lot size accordingly. Yeah, plan out your, if you know what the possible ranges are and what the stops might be, you know, and don't over risk. Make sure the rest of the position, right? The management of the position is not ego or emotion driven, and it's driven by logic, right? Make sure the way you manage, the way you open, the way you close, the way you move stops, make sure that's all done. It's all done. It's all done through logic, not through your emotions or your feelings or your impulses. All right, getting a 30 close here in 30 seconds. I mean, the hourly should be filling the wick. This is tough. We want the 30 here with some kind of bottom wick. No bottom wick, huh, on the 30. Let's see. No bottom wick on this 30. We might expect a flip, a bullish flip here. It's only 6 pips. So once we get to the bottom of the range here, I'm going to go break even. Matter of fact, chat, I might as well go, I might go break even right now. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go break even right now. We got this hourly driving. I think I'm gonna see this hourly through. Because if I were to look at the higher time frames, like, why would we just stop out of nowhere here and drive? I mean, yeah, it's a support, but we'd have to start closing bullish at some point, right? Get bottom wicks to continue heading up. So the market would need a few things to turn around completely. Yeah, I'm only up 7 pips here, chat. We re-break the lows. That 30 just re-break its own low? It did right here. It re-broke its own low. Yeah, chat. I'm afraid it's gonna wake us up. But to manage risk, this is not a bad place because you're expecting a 30 at some point to flip and give a top wick. Chat, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go break even right here. I didn't close anything. I'm just break even. I wouldn't be break even if we weren't, if we had a bottom wick on the previous 30. see one more pop. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the way it's holding here. Chat. Come on. One more pop. One more pop. 9 pips. There we go. There's 10 pips. Chat, I'm going to close half my position here at 10. 10 flat. And I'm only closing half. So... we want the hourly fill of the wick. Yeah, at this point, it's house money. I closed 10 on the dot. Right on the dot. It looked like more. It looked like 11 something. 12 something. We're bound to get a runner one of these days. The hourly looks nice to dry, but we need a break of the previous hourly candle, which would also be the break of the 4 hour, the current 4 hour. The rebreak of the current 4 hour low, it's basically like a rebreak of a noose candle. You're going to end up filling the next range on the rebreak of the 4 hour low, especially after you came out. You made that low, we came up, flipped, made a top wick, and now we're coming down again. So we might make another top wick, but eventually once you break that 4 hour low, that's your indication to continue. See if we can re-break the 4 hour low. But at this point, it's a W, right? We got our 10 pips, we closed half, and now...
we got a runner!
Runner and profit at 7 pips. But that's the trade, right? It's the trade, gang. Oh, shout out to Focus for coming through and just providing some value and actually not battling whose idea is better, whose strategy is better, but actually, you know, discussing ideas, discussing concepts, discussing what can help people, right? Not how great you are. 'Cause we perform the best when we're able to bounce ideas off each other, right? Because then we're able to analyze them. And, you know, when you're able to analyze, you're able to stay intellectually honest. Someone's keeping you honest, right? Someone's on the other end bouncing back ideas right off you, right? All right, give us either a break even or a drive, and I want to call it a stream. Hourly looking nice here. And we have a really good entry if we are to come down all the way down, chat. Coming down, coming down. The only competition is who you were yesterday. Become 1% better each day. Treat others the way you want to treat them. Realize it's all happening. Yeah, I tell them all the time when they're like, what do you think of this trader or that trade? And I tell them, hey, it's not about which trader is better, right? We're not in a competition. The hustle is not against each other. The grind is against poverty. That's it. I tell you this all the time, and it might sound repetitive, but the grind is against poverty, not against each other. That's why all trading styles, all traders are welcome here. Everyone's welcome to bounce off ideas off each other. 5.4 trillion a day, get your daily bread. Facts. But yeah, we waited for our position here for 3 hours. We got it and we won. Yeah, this might hold, might respect, because it's trying already, you know, a few times here on the 5. 1, 2, 3. I mean, at some point, something's got to give. We're either going to reject hard or we're going to drive right through here. Break the 4-hour low is what we want. Having a hard time. Broke the previous 5, right? Just keeps re-breaking its own low, but no, it didn't break the previous 5. It held. I flipped bullish. So we can all get out. Wisdom. What? Must have missed that. Biggest one trade profit, like good profit. I think my biggest trade was around 30 grand, high 20s. I like to say 30 because it wasn't actually 30, but it was so close that it might as well have been 30. So, no, I've never had a 6-figure trade. One trade? No. Got to re-break our own lows. I don't know if we will do that here because this is a strong rejection area. We're having a hard time passing through here. You guys see that, right? this area here, this area here. That's why I'm expecting to tap at least this across the board. Right, where these wicks have come down to the mutual area. And maybe we'll still get there. Okay, chat. We'll call this a session. If we're still in it at 11, I'll close it out. We have no risk on the table. We've already won the position. We closed partials, you know, secured some bacon. No pork on my fork, word. But if it takes us out before then we'll call it a stream before that. Small rebreak out of lows. Wow. You're just gonna start with a top hook like that? Ah, calm down. Come on down. Don't do that. Update the record? Yeah, I will. Let me do that right now. Oh, our song is here. Is it gonna cause volume to drive up versus against us, or is it gonna drive for us? This is the volume song. It always brings in volume. Win number 52 on the year. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. We flip. Yeah, I'm gonna put this as my TP. Yeah. Just want to fill this range here. chat though. I appreciate all of yous coming through and hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. Focus was upset last time. He thought you guys were making fun of his ICT stuff. I was like, no, man. Just people don't understand value at first, but it speaks for itself when you provide it. Ooh, dropping here. Dropping. We driving. We driving. That was 2 pips. Shout out to Lipton. Just another dub, yeah. Let's see. Like I said, thank you guys for coming through. You guys make this an unbelievable experience day in and day out. Win number 52 on the year. Congratulations. If you guys want to close positions, you can. If you want to ring your stops and profit, you can. Congrats, everybody. My margin call ass still tuning in. That's real love. Yes, it is. Chat, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close another 25% of my position here. Okay? At 17 pips. So I have a quarter of my position now running. Alright? Let's see if we could smack this shit. It'll be 30, 28. Words make sense. Chat, you guys don't know this. There was a time when Focus let me borrow $200 just so I could trade. At one time, this was going back like 3 years ago. Like I was like, yo, like I'm having a hard time. He's like, yo, here, $200, take this and use it wisely and make sure you get the most lessons out of it. No shot. It's true. True story. I still have the text. Why would I say shit like that, right? And like it doesn't make sense, right? No, that's the homie. Very true story. How fast did I blow it? That was the beginning of my success. What the fuck were you doing trading with no money? Steezy, at one point, I blew over $150,000 learning this. It is what it is. Like, I spent a lot of money. Not spent, it was like my education in these markets cost me a lot of money. And you guys don't have to go through that. That education can be a lot cheaper. Like Don says he blew 20, 30 accounts. He probably lost maybe 30, 40,000 at most. No, I was over 100. Right? And then you find consistency, right? And consistency doesn't get you back to break even or to profitability. Oh, I mean, it takes you to back to break even, not profitability. And then after you've gathered everything that you've lost, only then you can start being profitable. Yeah, but I closed 75% of my position here at 17 pips here, chat. And I'm gonna look for it to come down to 18.19. I only have a 1/4% of the position. Your wife for real for sticking through that? Yeah, I mean, this thing here, you know, it'll tear up relationships, and you'll see what you guys are made of. You'll see what everyone is made of. My wife trying to steal my smokes on the low. Yo, Chris, my girl said, "What up?" Trading the main? Yes, it's the main. Oh, look at this. We might flip bullish here. This might have been the liquidity grab now to start coming up. Let me trade before GJ and gold. That's it, GJ. I traded everything until I settled on GJ and gold, and then I got rid of GJ. How many mentors did you have? I think everyone that I've come across was a mentor to an extent. Oh, there's the flip. Yeah, chat. This might be the liquidity grab for the correction up to 32 areas. Right? Why don't you go back to GJ? I think gold is more technical than GJ. Are we surviving? We were surviving. Oh man. Nah, I think this is the bottom wick to continue up here. Alright, gang. Why I set up for gold? Because, like I told you, it's very technical. It creates highs and lows. It retests highs and lows. It fills ranges when they're created with the highs and lows. It's just a very technical pair, and it listens. Oh shit, we might have survived. Are you gonna sell it? Yeah, we've closed 75% of our positions already. All right, gang. Yep, we're gonna call it a stream here. Hopefully this runs down. You know what? I got only 25% of my position open. I'm gonna put it down to here because if it runs, I want it to pay. Because this won't pay. Right? If it runs, great. If it's this, but I'm gonna look for it to fill the range. Let's see if we can do that. But yeah. So I appreciate you for coming through, Focus, and creating some very, very good conversation, or high quality conversation. That's what we need, high quality streams. Love and wisdom to you all, chat. I appreciate every single one of you coming through, whether you trade like us or not, whether you troll sometimes or not, but as long as you show up, consistency, as long as you support what we're doing, and don't hate directly, you're welcome here. But yeah, drop a like before you leave. Sub to the channel. We got runners here looking to take advantage and maybe smack a runner for, we have 22.7 for 50 pips. That'd be great. Outside of that, that's our stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hey, Yanez, I think, is streaming at 3 a.m., 3:30, so make sure you're on the London stream. He got a nice dub yesterday. He's still filling out the journal since yesterday because that's how long it takes. And You guys already know. Same time, same place. Every single weekday. I will see you guys here at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, just as I do every single weekday. All right, gang. That's it. Those were our positions.
I feel good.
Right? And just like that, another Asian session is in the books.